Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly. Gonna do Dangerous Waters. Gonna see what the modifiers are, figure this out. Does it tell us ahead of time? So, yeah, there we go. Okay, we got Icy Deluge, okay, cold. Wet also increases cold damage taken by 1 per charge. I imagine that works for the monsters too in this case. +1 wet charges, more event rolls, or event rolls are easier. Monster speed is +1, that sucks. When you receive an injury, receive an additional copy. That's really bad. Okay. Monster slashing / blunt / piercing resistance. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, slashing blunt and piercing resistance is upped. Each hero begins with additional golden shards. Okay, so we're probably going to lean towards non-physical damage. I mean, we have Wilbur. We can lean right into the lightning damage, I assume. That seems good. Okay, it's going to be an adventure. Take a look at who has what here. Shock Nova, Charge Battery, ooh, Mana Gem, upgraded, but it's the wrong version. Alright, I'm gonna make some decisions and I'll be right back. Alright, I've been looking at this for some time, made a few decisions. I'm going to be grabbing Battle Shout, Helping Hand, and Piercing Howl on Magnus, as well as Entrench, Barricade, and Intercept. With the extra energy, the 5 cost Entrench isn't too bad, and Magnus can make it cheaper. We're going to be going for the block support build on him. Then I'm probably going to do some rerolls. And then... So I want this Song of Celerity, and then we have Tune-Up, which is kind of interesting. It could let us find the Song of Celerity. If we get fast charges, we'll be in a better spot, but we're actually going to be okay using this Vitalizing Serenade as potential healing, maybe. Vitality isn't cut in half in terms of healing anymore, so this is actually a 20 heal on the whole team, which isn't bad at all. And then gives 4 regen. I'd say Purple Vitalizing Serenade might just be usable in this mode in particular. I still think the card sucks. But we're going to try using it. And they'll grab Trace. This should help us look for our expert tracker, set people up a little bit nicely. And then we're going to re-roll the packs there. Here we have Mana Gems, Shatter, and Life Tap. This is going to help us play high-cost cards, but we're going to grab Squall, Rain, and Water Jet. And then I think I'm going to re-roll there. This really excites me. We have Divine Power in the random pack. That's crazy. Starting out with Divine Power is insane. Best card in the game. So, awesome. We have Innervate, Anthem of Hope, and Clarity. This Innervate will just unfortunately remain the way it is, but it's still better than this one. I think this is fine. Then we'll start by re-rolling this pack. Could try the Healing Rain, set up even more wet on enemies. I'm actually worried about setting up wet on ourselves. It's probably like more problematic. I do like seeing a Clarity, but I don't like the other stuff it comes with. Oh god, nothing here really speaks to me. I was hoping something would be a bit better. Well, shoot. I don't know if I'm gonna go damage Mulaka, but maybe. Sorry, it's Maluka. Maybe Condemnation is possibly okay here. Maybe. I don't know. We'll take the Dark. We'll take something else. I guess the shadow damage maybe if we're gonna go that route. And then we could grab ourselves some speed. Maybe we could somehow be faster than Wilbur. That'd be cool. If not, whatever. We'll probably have enough block to be okay. Let's grab the slow. We do have some Violances, right? So the slow here actually could help out a little bit in the future. So that's good. Wilbur, on the other hand, let's see the reroll here. Come on, be something amazing. Okay, that's less amazing, honestly. I was really hoping this was going to be better. Maybe we'll still go more into the Cryo. Another Scroll of Intellect is good. I don't know if Ray of Frost has any use, but maybe on this mode. Purple Superconductor? Alright, sure. Yeah, why not? Just take one of the best damage cards in the game. I'll take it. Yeah, that's not a problem. The real question is, do I want Spark or... Shoot, I guess I wanted, like... Chill would not be terrible. Oh god, we're gonna build up so little chill, aren't we? Yeah, I feel like the chill charge just barely matters at all. I don't really think it's that necessary, so let's grab this. That should be fine. And then for Andrin, a couple things I could try. I don't mind the scavenge here. The find weakness is kind of interesting, but let's reroll the pack, see if we can find something just better. Is this better? I mean, I like the setup here. That's kind of okay. Don't hate the find weakness up here, I guess. The damage we're contributing is going to be less because monsters are more resistant. I don't really like any of this, to be honest. God, some of these cards are going to stay in the deck forever, too. That's what really pains me. Alright, we'll take that. What do we got? Music sheet. You know what? Let's go song build, Andrin. We got a tune-up. Surely that's enough. Alright, we'll take the speed up. We'll take the extra... Oh, is there no extra mark charges? I was kind of under the impression there'd be extra mark charges. Oh. Shoot, that kind of changes the plan I wanted to do then. That's unfortunate. Alright, that sucks. Dang, that really sucks. I guess we'll take some vulnerable in case that ends up being helpful. We're gonna be full fast. Wow, that super duper sucks. I feel terrible about all of this. Alright, we'll grab, I don't even know, we'll look at Magnus. Now with how the other rerolls have went, I like almost don't want to reroll. But nothing here really excites me. Pick up our third barricade, that's kind of funny. Sharpen, fast strike, precise strike. Sharpen hero maybe is okay. Could go all in on the block. Thorns is impossible, I imagine, in this mode. So we're not doing that. Sure, this is at least somewhat useful. Dude, got Carnage? Yeah, I got a Carnage? Huh. I mean, throw Bola is kind of cool. Let's trick the Carnage. Let's, you know, like, lean into Magnus damage, I guess. Yeah. This seems stupid. Go into block. Guess we could go into Fury as well. I guess vulnerable would be something nice. I suppose we don't need the fast perk, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'd like to have vulnerable, slow, slashing, block. Sure. I guess extra sharp charges would be cool too. Wow. Let's grab a sharp on Andrin. What if he ends up sharpening Magnus? I don't know. This feels terrible in all sorts of ways. Probably absolutely awful. We're going with it, I guess. Grab evasion here. Luca. Could have energize. We'll take 50 gold. I could take fishing rod. Maybe we'd find another fishing rod, but you like scale up an item so fast in this mode that that's probably not worth it. Okay, how can we maximize the amount of fights we take? Not really any ways to get that many champion fights, is there? We actually can only get one per route, it looks like. That sort of sucks. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 in terms of fights. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 until the end. 1, 2, 3. That's the worst route. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know what's up here. I guess we can. 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that's the way to go then. Let's see if we can take the extra money. Blobs might be a little bit difficult. We're not going to have any sort of fast killing at this time, so maybe we'll run into a little difficulty. Also, sorry, the cat cam was on at the beginning, but after I took my little break, the cat followed me and moved from their spot. If they come back, I will turn on the cat cam again, because, you know, maybe a little bit more of that. Ooh, Purple Song of Celerity. Does it put it in my hand? It does. That's kind of cool. Alright. I like that. Let's see if we can focus on the spider. Yeah, it sucks that Maluka is always going to go first. I suppose we could play Ray of Frost and the other thing. I feel overall like I just made a whole bunch of mistakes, and I don't know how to undo that. Grab Entrench though. We're going to have some block. I mean, we're not going to take too much damage. Ooh, right, Superconductor is a card. Good damage. We can indeed almost take something, or we could take something out, but then we could almost take that corn out. I clicked on the spider accidentally, if you believe it. But we have Spark, so we don't necessarily want to finish anything off. In some ways. But then we don't want to take damage either, so in many ways we do want to finish something off. Alright. This is interesting. What a turn. I mean, we have block, right? We were able to play our entrench, so I think we have time for the electricity to do its work. We're not going to be too put out. And this is a faster, like, round ending. I mean, minus 15 HP, we might have had them all. That's kind of cool. Cool. Tune-up did not work for us in this case. Barricade. Okay. You know, that's not the worst showing. For Corrupted Combat, that's kind of interesting. Okay, we actually got Vigilance, which is neat. Take the Helping Hand. This Benediction maybe is a little bit expensive. More expensive than I want. We don't have, like, the Bless perk anyway. Oh, we don't have Bless perks. Did I think about it? Was that a perk I could have taken on Maluka? I didn't actually even look. Oof. Hopefully that's not something I could have done. I'd feel stupid. Got Boots of Swiftness. Right, we get a whole bunch of speed items from this. So we could try to, like, influence speeds here. If we want Maluka to go before our boy here, we got the Cold Book. That's actually not bad. And then Magnus, I guess, could take the ring. I don't really have a preference, honestly. Could take Dynamite, but what's the point? Probably just actively make things worse for us. Can we take this 80%? Is that a thing that we can do? Hey, it's a thing. Critical success. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to do well in this game. I'm not going to cheat it, because it's just a weekly. I mean, I have no idea. I think this was Golden Shards. Nope. That one's Golden Shards. Okay. That one's not. This one's still Golden Shards. We don't know what this one is. It's a low self-esteem. That sucks. I guess I should have played it safe. That's one low self-esteem. That's Bassette's Grace. That's a low self-esteem. That's Bassette's Grace. This is money and shards. God dang. Come on. Oh, that's the other golden shards. This is the different golden shards. So let's see what this is. Bassette's Grace. Do we know where Bassette's Grace is now? It was like here, right? No. Okay. I've done horribly. Wait, this is Bassette's Grace? Was that what the... No, the golden shards, they all changed. So golden shards here, Bassette's Grace here. I don't know what anything is. Bassette's Grace here. Wait, what? No, it rolled there. That's the worst I've ever performed at that game. That's embarrassing. Alright, well, we got low self-esteem for our troubles. Oh, we get copies of entries in our deck, too. That's so bad in so many ways. Alright, cool. Let's heal at the end of combat. I don't know. Let's make this slightly harder so we can get more score. Yikes. I don't like any of that. That was so bad. Okay, I feel awful about everything that happened there. That was not good at all. Alright, we're gonna speed up the whole team. And then we're gonna randomly hit something. You took some damage, good job. You could take more damage and we can entrench. Yeah, that seems fine. Divine Power early. Okay, that's just the type of thing I need to finish out this fight a smidge earlier. Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know if taking damage here actually makes any sense at all. We have Squall. Ooh, we have Frost Nova. Instead of Ray of Frost. I mean, I could finish something off. Which seems pretty good. Yeah, that seems fine. We're like guaranteed to win next turn. As long as we can draw through our whole deck, but we're going to be guaranteed to do that because Andrin's going to draw Expert Tracker. Whoa, right, that's a real bad hand. Forgot how awful our hand can be. Well, in case we were going to take any damage, we have this Vitalizing Serenade. Captain Sal, ooh, we can Sharpen and Carnage? Heck yeah. Look at the damage we deal. That's I was about to say awesome and epic and like it formed into one word. I don't know, the whole thing that was just really bad and makes me feel dumb. I have one less target for it to jump to. Perfect amount of damage. Cool. Like, easy fight. Repetition training is kind of funny. I guess, oh, the Winter Orb is amazing. And then we have Fortune, oh god, we're going really hard into some stupid stuff. I guess Magnus is, I guess we're taking a Benediction. I guess Magnus is also going to be a damage dealer. Because this mode is weird, and I don't know what I'm doing. We could potentially grab Ballad of Evasion for the future. I don't know that that's going to help me at all. I don't mind Expert Tracker if we don't have anything better in our immediate future. Let's take a look at what we're drawing. Don't actually hate this draw. Can't mark that guy, so he's going to go invisible. Yeah. Alright. Slow everybody down. Play this, play this. Cool. We almost did damage. And then we can almost do more damage. Why is it so hard to apply Dark? This is crazy. Dark feels pretty bad in this game mode, though. Like, in comparison to some of the other things that you can do, I will say it doesn't feel like Dark is our best option. We could hit this guy, and then just, like, I guess we could, like, see what Zap hits. Superconductor. Pretty darn good damage. Now we just have to wait for this guy to unstealth. Stacking the back hero, that makes sense. I can't really do anything about that except for speed us all up. Hey, there we go. And then we could Battle Shout, I guess. That'll save us some damage. Ow. That hurt. Alright. I guess we're gonna heal back up. Cool. Not bad at all. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I've said that enough times, but I actually don't think I've said that enough times. Normally Repair Armor is a really nice block card. Am I going block? Am I going Carnage DPS Magnus here? The world may never know. Alright. We can... What am I doing? What's my deck? I have one Fast Strike and then a Carnage, right? I guess I have Rend as well. Okay. That's not a very exciting amount of attacks. But you don't need that many attacks for follow-up to be good, do you? You just need a couple. I think Wolfguard gives us some much-needed security. Wild Hunt is definitely going to be the way we go here for Andrin. He's not doing damage, but he can supply damage through the Mark ability. Skillful? Maybe that's like a good way to go. Do we have any skills? Yes, we in fact have like some we guarantee draw, but it's at the start. I don't know if that's that good. Let's go for the Circuit Overload. Just go standard. And then whenever you apply Dark, gain Regen. Or whenever you apply Regen, gain Dark. But we don't have Healing Rain, right? Yeah, I never picked up that combo. So we're not going to be applying Regen. So I guess we could take a Dark and gain Regen that way. Have some sustain. Pay for 4 special potions. I don't even know what these do. Well, that was awful. Holy crap. That's so bad. Okay. Cool. Well, that makes me feel like I'm gonna have to take some of this. This is like really punishing for not knowing events and pools of what can happen in this game mode. Wow. Just wow. That sucks. Sure, Magnus, do your thing. Guess we can slow them all. Man, I don't feel so good. Hey, divine power at the start. Heck yeah. Let's see what we got. Guess like a twin scrolls, like a winter orb or something. Am I gonna play winter orb though? And then we're gonna draw it immediately, so that doesn't feel smart at all. And then I should have played this card first. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna be bad today, and I have to live with that. So we need to focus on card removal and card removal only, basically, from now until forever, the rest of this run. I wouldn't be surprised if they made sure we never get card removal again, though. I suppose I'll heal up. You expert tracker. Can I make sure I draw the good card? Potentially, but we'll have to see. Here we are. All of a sudden, our decks are fat and just really bad. Wow. We got slowed down. That means we're gonna get purged again. I mean, we don't have our blessing anymore anyways. So there's nothing to purge, I guess, is my saving grace here. It's gonna make it hard to win this fight. You know what? We did damage. I suppose the answer to whether or not I'll be able to play anything was no. Not at all. Hey, superconductor, there we go. Never mind, I get to play all the things I want to play. Cool. We don't have any powerful, so this is like kind of terrible anyway. Let's see what we hit. Really? This doesn't take anybody out? Well, I guess it takes you out, so that's fine. Could take out a slime. These guys take out each other, so as soon as one goes, the other may follow. I mean, he's got a million mark on him. Surely that's enough. Alright. I need to fix, like, everything about our decks. This is real bad. Continue advance through the darkness. A spell, a thing, of this. I really don't want Wilbur to get anything more bad in his deck. I really don't want anyone to. Single 2 or lower, that seems very possible. Jesus. How do you get entrench? How do you get that? That's impossible. Sure. We'll grab an exotic equipment shop that we probably can't afford to buy anything from because prices are going to be insane. And we'll have a million sads. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Scry ourselves. I guess I could do Wild Hunt. We have an amount of mark that we get. Sure. The dream enemies are certainly here. Alright, the mark does help Magnus deal damage. That's true. So close. So close to popping this guy's dark. We have a mana gem. I like the idea of Shock Nova here, and then can we actually take out the squirrel? We can actually take out the guy in the back. You have 16 health. You do 14 damage. So the answer is yes, but delayed. So let's just take out the guy in the back so he doesn't do anything. And we'll just take some damage here. Hopefully we can draw Vitalizing Serenade. Man, that's a sentence I didn't think I'd ever utter. That's this game mode's already testing me. Oh, we can't play it though. We don't have the energy. Does Andrew not start with Adrenaline? He doesn't. Man, that's like one of his best starting cards. I guess we don't start with Enrage either. Huh. Everything I know about everything is wrong. Okay, we have Divine Power. Looks like it'll take that to win it. We only had 2 energy? Well, I suppose it makes sense when everything in the deck is just awful. Alright, that goes to the top. I guess if we're gonna take more damage, we wanna try not to. Sure. I don't know. So this does the most damage to the sheep. That's not nearly enough damage. We don't have any bless or anything. Yeah, that makes sense. Ow, Magnus is taking a hit. Oof, he's getting hit real hard. I don't have healing though, game. It's almost like it knows that. Alright, we're gonna heal him up to the best of our ability. We did a little bit of stuff. Consider him slightly healed. That's gonna be a problem. Alright, Flash Freeze is like a potentially great card. Maybe Prismatic Field's what I need in the end game. I grabbed the Vulnerable so I could take Uproot. Are bosses immune to stun in this one? If bosses aren't immune to stun, maybe this is actually very interesting. Alchemy Pot. Do we have a hero deck here? Do we have any flask? I don't think I have flasks. We could like try to buy this and hope to get flasks. It would be huge for our damage if I did end up grabbing that. That would be crazy for the damage. This makes like any detoxify pretty darn good. Let's take it. It's a weird buy. And then, God, I need to remove cards. Yeah, upgrading would be amazing, but this is all god awful. Oh, we have to pay to remove everything too. That sucks so much. There's no like free remove. Another purple benediction. I'm gonna take the money because I think I just need more card remove at the next town. Hopefully we don't die to this lady. She's very damaging. Energizing Serenade. I almost just want to put that in our deck so we have it for the future. But I don't know if the fight will last that long. It could very easily. Alright, tune up, and then what do we find? Find song. Okay. We have enough to play Vitalizing Serenade next turn. Maybe we'll survive. You know what? We have some block. That's awe-inspiring for me. Gotta give the bless to the carry. Then ideally we take out an enemy this turn. If not, multiple. You know... Are they immune to stun? They're not immune to stun? Holy shit. That's so good. Goodbye. You don't get a turn. Wow. That was an amazing pickup. Flash Freeze is incredible. Holy crap. And here's our Vitalizing Serenade. Oh yeah. Singing its praises now. What have I become? I don't even have a melee attack. I was like, do I? No. Okay. I like that. Not gonna be able to do much more here. We already used our jump card, so that doesn't matter. It gets to go again, though? That's frightening. Oh, we did give them Storm, too, and they're like an electric damage dealer. Ow. So Winter Orb is more damage, but Ray of Frost is like more actual slow. I think I'll take the damage. You know what? We can put Ray of Frost back on top in case we get more energy next turn. And maybe I'll draw block on Magnus, and maybe we'll draw speed and stuff on this lady. No? Okay. Shoot. Maybe we'll just die instead. I don't know. That seems like a very high potential option here. You know what? Maybe you can fall back on Magnus carry if everybody dies. Oh god, that hurts. The potion. The potion was good. Battle Shout's not terrible. Magnus is dealing some damage. I guess I'll put a Fast Strike on top. We got this. So we're not going to be able to play our 4-cost things. That makes me very sad. At least we have regen, right? That's something. Oh, we did find the ability to play our 4-cost things. Okay. Hold up, that's actual slow as well. And actual damage. Wait a second. Hold the phone. I think we might have something here. I can even do the damage with Andrin, potentially. I might have to do the damage with Andrin. Cool. Nobody died. Someone was gonna die if I didn't do that with Andrin, but we did it. This is the most earned victory of my life. I am going to go... I don't know. Not grab most of this. What is Siphon Life? Is this worth taking? Do I need the heals in a bigger way? Is Greater Heal ever worth anything? I feel like Amplify is my auto take. Take some shards. Frozen Orb is interesting. Magic Tome allows Andrin to draw. I don't think I care about most of this other stuff. We need some gold for injury removal. Then we have Defense Mastery. Okay. Okay. What do I have more of in the deck? Do we have melee attack or ranged attack? 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so we have 2 melee, 2 ranged. Great. I guess our 2 ranged are 2 cost, and I'd rather not play them, so... I don't know. We'll do Momentum. Gives us powerful as well. Let's take Voltaic Arc, and then let's... How many heals do we have? We could have taken a second Benediction purple, right? But we didn't. We're not actually playing that many heals. Now let's try Dark on hit. If we ever get a Dark application weapon, that'd be sweet. So. I like the idea of getting speed. I like the idea of getting damage. Damage is nice. Max HP is nice. I don't know. Let's go with damage. Didn't get speed, which is bad. So if we want 3 champion fights, we can go straight down the middle. Unfortunately, that also seems like the worst option. 1, 2. Yeah, we could go... Wow. Captains are also terrifying. That's a red beard. I assume captains are terrifying in this game mode. I actually don't know their exact abilities, but if they're anything like they are in the regular mode, we're screwed. If we just go straight down the middle. I don't even know if that's the most, like, score, though, right? Because we have all these other fights we can get here. 4, 5. So yeah, we can do at least 4 or 5 fights that way. Going back to the center, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fights this way. Unless we can like turn one of these things into a fight, which is highly possible. I could visit a stall, we'll see. I need to remove up to 2 cards per hero. God, I can't believe they force you to pay for it. That's so bad. It costs more to remove the low self-esteem too. Or sorry, it costs more to remove the non-low self-esteems. Whatever. It's gotta be done. I hate that. I hate all of that. That feels pretty garbage. We can remove one more card in Maluka's deck. What would I like to remove? Potentially Shadow Men doesn't feel that good. Especially because we apply more dark to ourselves that way, I think. Okay. We're getting back there. Getting to some semblance of maybe okayness. I don't want the Poison Flask. I'm only doing these challenges for the score, by the way. Now, to be fair, nobody's died. We've just had some terrible, terrible, awful events that I have both messed up and paid the price for. Okay, we have some speed. Oh, we drew the Violet. Yeah, that's right. We would draw the Violizing Serenity. I could have drawn the Sharpen instead. Is there a person I'd want to take out? Probably. You're just self? You're just self. Okay. Let's give Maluka the option to buff up Wilbur before Wilbur goes. Sorry, that took a lot of brain power right there. Remembering the whole name of Wilbur. Alright, Sharpen. Falls off one at a time. Yeah. Okay, didn't actually get there, unfortunately. Could maybe just Death's Reach her. Is that a better option? Yeah, I mean, that does just take an enemy out of the fight, right? Seems solid. Mono Gem, Circuit Overload, heck yeah. Who's gonna take the most damage from the electricity anyways? This guy is. Oh yeah. Oh, we're doing some real damage. Wow. That's great. What an amazing turn from Wilbur. We didn't even scry for that or anything. They just gave that to us. Beautiful. We have a health potion just in case. Yeah, we're fine now, but like, oh boy, does this run feel so close. Maybe I should have taken offense mastery. That was a snap pick on the defense mastery. I don't know if that was right at all. We do have the amplify, which is scary to me in a lot of ways. I could take a second squall. I've had so many cards. I can't express enough how wrong this run has gone from the get-go. I don't need that shop. 79%. Come on, surely we don't fail every single percent chance here. Heck yeah. And we level up? My goodness. Okay, go grab the defender card, because that just makes a lot of sense. Riposte, sure. I mean, we might block at some point. And then, do we want to transcribe? Do I want to test this coil? Wow. What a very useless ability. Grab vaccine. Do we want to test the coil? We have no energize whatsoever, eh? We have one book. That's so bad. Okay, I guess at least we'll gain 2 Inspire from that for the future turn. Hey, now this ain't too terrible. It's a real good shop, but we can only afford one item, basically. Well, I guess an item and then Faith Ring and Scroll of Resurrection. Those don't feel like real items. You know, we do have Cursed Dagger on Maluka as an option. Let's try that. I apparently am flip-flopping on who my damage dealer is going to be. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. These pathings all seem messed up. Money! That's my favorite thing to get. I love having money. Alright, ooh. Chant of Initiative. Also, hello, cat. You're such a good cat. Okay, hello. Yes, you're making this slightly harder for me. You can't see the cat, but the cat is on my lap now. If only they'll grace us with their presence. We'll have to find out. No, don't go on the counter. I sped up the wrong person. Cat. Cat. You're making this so hard for me. She's like, I know. Okay. Got our barricade. Might as well play Carnage, I guess. Put Carnage back on top. Maybe it'll be better next turn. I guess we weren't going to have a good turn anyways this time. Maybe the cat knew, and that's why it let me do that. It was like, you're going to have a bad first turn, so don't pump up Maluka for this very first turn. Instead, you'll want to wait. Okay, we'll definitely vaccine. I almost think Maluka should pump up herself right now. We have regen. We're definitely starting to take some real damage. It's not looking great. That's through a barricade, right? Kitty. Cat, did you wanna do the thing? Alright, we have the Vitalizing Serenade. We got the plays. Okay, that's not too bad. Nope. Hey, off you go, cat. There we go. Alright, cat has assumed her position. Oh, isn't Sonar just awful for us, though? I guess it could be more painful. So let me get this right. We weren't able to take out, like, almost anybody. Alright, Maluka, it's all up to you now. You know, maybe the dark is really coming in handy here. Got him. Cool. God, this is gross team. I will take a repair armor now, based on how we've done things, and then we'll take none of that. And we'll go up through the middle. Physical blobs, elemental blob. Oh, we could all get pets. That's interesting. Would elemental blobs be better? Do we want the mystical blobs? Like, is that like dark application and stuff? That almost sounds better at this point. Let's take the elemental blobs, because there's like two that are the least useful. Yeah, electric splash. It seems good. Well, Wilbur has the wet perks, right? I really wish I could see the perks that I have. Yeah, Magnus could gain some block up front. We could take the water splash. And we don't take the lava blob? Sure. Quantity and quality. No card removals, I'm noticing. They're being a bit stingy with that. Okay. What am I looking for? Probably maybe tune-up just to heal? Nah, Wild Hunt. Or Song of Celerity. I guess both of those seem good. Because we're gonna get Song of Celerity anyways. It was all part of the plan. Alright. I think maybe I want Expert Tracker here. Because we can give Magnus, like, much better turns. Alright, everybody has some mark on them. Andron's doing a good job. Barricade, Wolf Guard, slow them all down. I mean, I'm not upset with how things are going, but I'm not happy either. Somewhere in between. Not entirely sure where I fall. Let's try to see if we can find our best card. Anybody else I can deal significant damage to? Mostly just that guy. He does have 9 vulnerable on him and 7 mark. That's probably a big reason. Ooh. Dare I? Dare I gamble? Not terrible. Took out an enemy. We have 2 rounds to get the perfect. Maybe we'll actually succeed at this point? No, the Zeal's gonna stop us from doing that. Alright, Wolfguard's been good though. I don't know if Detect has been the right play, but gives us some extra damage. And we're actually slowing them all. You know, this doesn't feel too bad. It does just feel like I'm shy some perks I really desperately need. And I don't know how to handle that. Oh, you gave everybody courage. Yeah. That's a bit of a problem. Alright, Wilbur. Take it home. Circuit overload. It's probably not going to do it, huh? Stable power. Hey, we did get a twin scrolls. That's kind of cute. We could grab ourselves another water jet or something. Sure. Yeah, we don't have it. Dang, I was really hoping we did. If anything, I'd like the spider to cease existing. Okay, the lady's dead. Did our damage in the right way, at least. Gave the spider a ton of block. Only getting greats on all of these is probably not going to do wonders for our run or anything. I mean, I imagine we could do a lot better if I wasn't constantly, like, having to deal with all the injuries. We definitely made a lot of mistakes in how we handled those events, but I didn't know, to be fair. How could I have known? Imagine if we had, like, repetition trainings upgraded or something like that. That could change everything. Wow, ton of damage. Beautiful. Upgraded Divine Power. Yeah, you know, we take those. Do I take Recurring Nightmare? I don't think so. Maybe on Maluka, that would be interesting, though. Secondary Entrench. I'm tempted. Honestly, I just need to see it more, and our deck is too thick, and we're never going to be able to remove. So, I don't want increased quantity and quality of card rewards. Maybe that's good. I just want card removal. I want one thing. Just one thing. Okay. I guess this is fine-ish. Oh, we're gonna draw. Random monster gets messed up. Riposte. Not play the deflect because we don't want to ruin our chance to get Vitalizing Serenade in case we need to heal up. Alright, that was a fun turn on Magnus. Glad we were able to draw 3 cards. Alright, we're definitely, like, doing something. Like, something is indeed happening. Oh, that hurt. Who do I not want to go and do anything? I don't know. DLC enemies are scary. I suppose I should, like, technically stun a champion. But, like, that might be the wrong call. Maybe that's the bad mentality. Maybe the champion isn't the worry, but the DLC enemy is. I know that she doesn't do that much other than, like, pump herself full of fury and then do high single target damage. And that's one of the less scary things in the game. Yes, we're gonna get Benediction. That's great. If only we could upgrade these Vile Lances to be not uber expensive as well. I think I'll try my best with Magnus to get him something here. So we have the Benediction. I guess we'll try to grab... I guess I'm not doing Shock Nova. I don't know if Transcribe's really worth anything to me. Anything at all. Circuit Overload is cool. We do get to draw a card when we play a cold spell. That's not the one I was hoping. I wanted my Superconductor. Darn. Let's see, she's gonna go first. It's gonna do enough damage there. I don't really have a way to do more damage. Still not going to be winning in 2 rounds. Yeah, it's all going to be the excellent tier. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. I like that we have our blobs, though. The blobs are really good. They're extremely helpful in this mode. We have enough wet charges on enemies now, surely. I mean, should we actually just be relying on Maluka to win now? I genuinely think that might be a better case. Oh, you got to heal a ton, though. Dang, I should have done that first. Never mind. The status effect buildup is what's winning us the game. Deep Darkness on Wilbur is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Not taking this other thing. Entomb kind of sucks still. Electricity Manual unupgraded is not very cool. We're not taking Deep Dark. That's just silly. Magnus could take Continuum Blade. The Wolf Slayer is one of the better starting weapons. Every turn, gain a Quill Rain. Oh my god. Sure. I don't know if anybody has a chance of running out of energy. Maybe it's Wilbur. What is this? I'll treat your point. Treat the poison as best we can. Okay. We gain better, so we get buffer charges? Fascinating. Gotta remove cards from the deck again. Good God, Magnus. That's way too many cards. Also, we've taken way too many cards. Just in general. Also, Maluka's deck is super unfocused. Vile Lance, because it's too expensive most of the time. Magnus needs to remove all the cards. Exotic equipment shop. You know what? Show it to me. Give it to me. Okay, we can actually have a stanza. Do I want a Vitalizing Serenade? I don't know. I kind of want a Song of Celerity. I guess I could help Magnus out. He's the most likely to draw awful cards just in the beginning. Well, Vitalizing early. This guy does lightning damage and stuff, so we have to be a little bit worried. There's an Entrench, though. So far, so good. Put Carnage on top. Now, that doesn't feel terrible at all. Then we get to have a Divine Power, you're saying? Okay. Okay. I see how it is. And we can stun them. Keep that in mind. That's pretty darn sweet. I forgot Melancholy is going to make our decks so much worse. Real bad. What? Flash Freeze... Winter? Flash Freeze Shock Nova Superconductor? Oh, he's immune to stun, okay. Well, then we'll stun the Dracomancer. Ah, that's unfortunate. We'll slow them all down. Because we don't want the Dracomancer to stun us. That's my thinking. We'll definitely have to take out the big bad boss soon. What if we put these two on top? We're prepared for an epic future turn here on Andrin. Statuses are piling up. Wolfguard on our most vulnerable hero. Who cares about playing Sads? Energy's all we need. Okay, I do actually want to take this guy down a level. I almost think I should have just made Maluka carry. As much as it was leaning into, like, not doing that. That might have made the most sense for the run. You are gonna stun me. Well, aren't you a pain? But I think we stop the stun here by letting this guy live. Yeah. That was the right play. Okay. Double Astral Wolf. That's getting spooky. We have Wolfguard, though. Okay, one enemy left, but it is the big bad boss. There's Wild Hunt. Hey. I've been waiting for you. Look at that, 23 mark. Okay, 25 wet. 38 wet. Oh my gosh. And a Divine Power yet again. We're too strong. It's gonna be way too powerful. Yeah, I'm very scared. Double Astral Howls. Pretty spooky. Ow. Whew, that hurts. What is that card you keep casting? Equals target's electricity. Yeah, that's a lot of electricity we got going on. Okay, I don't like that that's our spell that we're gonna end up copying. But maybe that's for the best. We put it right on top of the deck, right? And then we draw more of those. Yeah, help the endless bag's never coming into play here. Oh god. Well, that's a frightening turn. He just gets to go. Oh god, everything is dead. Do I get to reload the combat? You turn your you turn what into... Oh, that's why you're hitting us so freaking hard. Holy crap, that's bad. Okay, reload combat. With that in mind, we gotta do something different. That's going to be way harder to deal with than I thought initially. Let's dig here. Okay. Okay. Shoot. This Carnage isn't gonna be worth playing. It's fine, we'll save the energy. We'll need it for multiple entrenches down the line. The wet blob is going to get us killed. I mean, I still think this is a fantastic play. We just need to draw our superconductor earlier. Shock Nova, I think, is good. Yeah. Transforming the wet into bless, that's insanity. That's pure horror. I don't know if this guy does stun first turn, but in case he does, I guess. Alright, at least Bird is dead. Bird should be dead anyway. And then Bird should deal more damage. So yeah, we have to focus the guy in back in a huge way. It still seems correct. Don't need to play these cards. Save our energy for a more important turn. Entrench seems great here. Don't really care about slowing the bird down though. We don't ever go through our whole deck with Melancholy on. The Vulnerable has to be stacked up here. Maybe Anthem of Hope would be better for the draw on everybody. They do have a lot of lightning, but they heal off their lightning in a big way. Okay. He did good damage, but now he's going to start blessing. But I think we're slightly faster this time. Yeah, this is the turn of terror. $27 mark though. Pretty darn good. Yeah, transforms his wet. It goes up to 39. That's ridiculous. That's actually just absurd. Yeah, we have to try to preserve the HP of our Wilbur. Magnus did something there. That hurt him. He's definitely feeling it. The evades were impressively important. 25 bless. Yeah. No wonder he hurts. This guy's crazy. Alright, he's almost down though. I think we have him. If we just do slightly more damage, I guess we might as well like do everything we have here. Yeah, that's good. Alright. That was a tough fight to solve. Does healing matter at all here? I don't remember if it does. I honestly don't know. Yeah, it just transforms everything into bless. Yeesh. Whew. Another reason going dark would have been easier. Necropotence, you know? In a deck like ours, that seems great. Barrage? You're gonna give me Barrage? You know I want that. Holy Water would be interesting. We're not taking Barrage. Doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't. I think maybe Bonk makes more sense than Continuum Blade, given that we don't have as much damage as I desire. We take Night Veil for the extra speed. I don't hate it as an option. I think Stainless Cuirass to preserve our Wilbur makes sense at the moment. I guess Maluka could take the extra speed. We could go slightly slower on Andrin. Be pretty happy still. Could have gotten a purple winged wand. We could buy second Stainless Cuirass on Wilbur. It's actually pretty good. And we got Shadow Orb. Is that better than Cursed Dagger though? Doesn't feel like it's better, but maybe it is. So right now we have 9... Well, we have 6 dark automatically on hit. If I was to take something like this, it'd bump up the dark charges to +2. I guess the Cursed Dagger's slightly better. God. That feels wrong. Spiked shoulder pads? I don't... Surely we can do better armor than that on Magnus. Surely. Energy wouldn't be too bad. We're definitely going Mark for Andrin. That's great. We're doing Quantum Reactor on Wilbur, and then Dark +2 on Maluka, for sure, for sure. Magnus, though, we could take the damage, we could take the energy refund. I guess I'll just do energy. Like, we have other ways of gaining damage, and then we could grab speed. Yeah. Feeling the need for speed. Okay, no way we could do double champions yet again. So we just gotta choose our champions. Angel champion, maybe slightly scarier, kinda. Maybe. Kinda. I don't know. God, there are cards I would love to craft. I would love to remove cards as well, though, from literally everyone's deck. Upgrades would also be quite nice, I suppose. I haven't spent, like, any shards anywhere. Let's upgrade 2 cards per hero. Let's have more of a maximum output here. Amplify is pretty good. Entrench gets a lot better. Repetition training gets a lot better. Necropotence. Is this for us? Yeah, that seems right. That seems pretty right to me. Do Ballad of Evasion gives us Inspire on everybody. That's pretty good. Setup becomes better. And then we got our Wilbur here. I do think I need the energy. And then we could upgrade Winter Orb to do significantly more, probably. That's good. Oh, I was gonna go down. Why did I go this way? This is clearly the wrong direction. I guess we'll give them stuff. The Deep Darkness on Wilbur. Yeah, they are, like, just setting up for the dark build. That's fascinating. And also, not something I expected. Ooh, Wild Hunt, but it would be bad. Vitalizing Serenade, but it would also be bad. Could grab the tune-up. If there's a threat, it's probably the guy in front. He is gonna shackle. Bonking is cool. Did it to one of the more damaging guys. Hey, Captain's Howl's amazing, actually. Yeah, you could have a 4 slow. I guess I'll spread out my Inspire, as I've indicated numerous times. I don't know what I'm doing. We could Benediction, or we could Condemnation. Seems kind of strong. She's applying a lot of dark on hit. Alright. Look at that. We're doing some reasonable damage. Okay. That gives me some hope. This guy is gonna die? Fantastic. Okay. Then you're gonna apply a bunch of dark to us. But that's fine. Because we have Ballad of Evasion. Perfect. Alright, alright. Yeah, maybe level 5 is gonna bail us out here. The evasion was good. The toxic blobs are doing their job. Ow, 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 god dang. You don't need to hit that hard. That's way too much. Poor Magnus. He's got so little. Whew. Okay, right. We heal up. I don't know if that was the right play on Wilbur, honestly. Almost got enough dark there. I mean, there's no way we fail this now, right? Oops. That was clearly the wrong way to do that. Alright, we win. And we win fast, in a way. So we actually get some stuff. Whoa, Vampiric Ball Lightning. Well, I want Vampiric Tutor, then Ball Lightning, unfortunately. Black Hole on Maluka, though? Wait a second. Even over Demonic Tutor. Ooh. They really made this extremely hard for me. That sucks. I'll go Vampiric Tutor, because that's the smarter play. I'm going to go Devastate on Magnus, because we're having fun here. And then the Dark One? The Dark One? Actually? Holy crap. I didn't think it would happen. I didn't think my dream could come true. Dark One on Maluka. I guess never in a regular run. Only in whatever this mess is. This looks slightly easier. Magnus could get a second wind. You know what? Increase the quantity and quality of card rewards. Who needs card removes? Not a thing that can show up, apparently. See what we get here. Wow, this is a terrible gamble. See what we're gonna draw. I guess I want the speed, right? We want to get our speed out. Song of Celerity. It's important that we're all fast. Don't know that I ever want to see Reverb in verse, but we'll probably have to see it at some point. Detection's pretty good in terms of the damage we can actually deal. We want to get rid of Silence Aura, man, because they're the worst. Dang. Well, you know what, Magnus? Go crazy. That wasn't too bad. That honestly wasn't shabby. Put that right back on top. Do it again. Black Hole. Actually found it. I mean, surely whatever we hit here just dies. So I guess we kill the angel. Yeah. Beautiful. Could have done the math to see how many times I needed to actually hit it, but nah. We can draw here. It's actually not a bad draw, and then Necropotence to draw even more stuff. Twin Scrolls, duplicate the Superconductor. Heck yeah. Now we're going somewhere. Okay. We did something there. We took out almost everybody instantly, but not quite actually succeeding in taking out everybody instantly. Still. I mean, we should have enough here to get the job done. Ooh. You know what, Magnus? Have fun. Have a good time. You're gonna devastate, right? Energy? Yeah. Why not? Devastate him real good-like. This guy probably has way too many resists, but we're doing it. Right back in the hand. Let's go. I almost believe in Magnus for a second there. Oh, right, the dark one makes it so it takes more dark to pop him. Forgot about that. Oh, we'll heal up everybody. Oh, I did that in the exact wrong way. Yeah, that was stupid. Well, still winning quick. I'm thinking we're gonna get this final boss done. Last reward? Sure. Heavenly Blessing? Not a chance. No way. Ice Comet? Also no way. Infuriate? I shouldn't. That's not a thing that's happening. Remove cards from our decks. Look around for shards. Ooh, train's being loud. I don't know, removing a card from the deck seems like the best thing at this point, by far. We have so many bad cards we don't like seeing. Just infinite cards. Infinite cards. I don't even know if I like this Amplify, to be honest. Sure, let's get rid of it. Alright. Can we make it? Handren gets Eviscerate. I like that there's still, like, rewards you can get at the end for no reason. Other than to make the fight harder. I guess I should take the Hydra fight seriously. Hydras are scary. We don't have any Dispel or anything, too, and they're all stronger than normal because they get benefits off of cold. Okay. You know what? Let's put the Energizing Serenade around. This is a mass of unfortunate stuff happening. Wow, we drew real awful with Andrin. That's not what you wanted to see. That is like, if anything, that is the opposite of what you want to see. Hopefully Barricade keeps us around, I guess. Dear God. Oh, that was bad. Okay. We can make do with a bad start. That's fine. That's fine. Surely the wet on us isn't gonna make us all die. Okay, vaccine's good. Empiric tutors, good, but yeah, we'll break through the block first. Do a bunch of damage through dark. Yikes. Yikes. And you're immune to stun. Everybody's immune to stun, right? Okay. That was like my initial expectation when I was playing cards. You're immune to wet. Ooh, I don't really want to do a superconductor right now, but I'm not gonna have a better time to, honestly. Get stunned. No Shock Nova early. Okay. Alright, Mr. Taunter. Show me what you got. Entrench. Double Barricade seems pretty solid. And then we'll protect our damage dealer. And then this repetition training has no point. Maybe it was better unupgraded. Thankfully we have block for once. Song of Celerity is great, actually. Speed up our whole team. We need the vulnerable, but in different ways. Okay. Put last reward on top. Ah, God. It's not gonna work out the way I wanted to. Magnus, we still believe in for later. Ooh, the Dark Hole. That's interesting. Okay, Amplify. Here's really good. Black Hole. Black Hole's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage to potentially give up right now. We don't need the heals so much, though. We could use some Dispel, actually. Okay. Maybe that'll do a good enough job for us. If we can kill the cold one, we're halfway there. No Necropotence early. Definitely a big shame. Darn. Darn is all I can say. One of these days we'll have a better turn. Okay, we slowed down a few monsters. Fortify on there's kind of dope. Alright. The damage is occurring. I do feel really dumb with the way I built the team for the monsters we're fighting. I knew we were fighting the Hydra, I just thought we'd outscale them better. To be fair, I think we would have if I just didn't make so many mistakes in Act 1. Act 1, we just picked up like 20 curses. Okay, there's all the poison in the world. Ballad of Evasion, though. That means something. Okay, we also get to trace. So this is like our turn to go. This is our turn to go crazy. What can we draw off of anyone? I guess a Super Divine Power might be good. Maybe. Actually, maybe this is... Maybe Condemnation's gonna be better? God. Do we trust in Wilbur's damage? Do we trust in Maluka's damage? That poison's gonna kill us in 2 rounds, even if we survive this round. Which we're not guaranteed to. Okay. You know... Sometimes life just isn't fair. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna pull off a victory? How do we snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? Well, maybe we could draw something amazing here. It's good Necropotence turn. Shoot, give me the energy. Wilbur, it's all up to you. It always was. Okay. What do we have in the deck? I guess I'd love to find a Shock Nova. Sure. Shoot, that seems great. We have to save enough energy for Necropotence. I guess there's no, like, huge ordeal. Shadow probably doesn't matter. Yeah, let's do this. It's a ton of damage. Monsters that are taunting right now are the most annoying, but I don't really have a great way of winning. Okay, that hit the right monsters. That's cool. This guy's gonna die after one more turn, but he's also gonna do 1,000,000 damage this turn? Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. Poison's alive. Alright. Wilbur's fine. That's the thing, is he has the Dispel armor. The thing about Wilbur is that he can Dispel... Oh, wait. Is this the most glorious, energizing Serenade of all time? Oh, we couldn't even say we lived because of Vitalizing. That's so sad for Vitalizing Serenade. It's still a terrible card. I will continue to hate it forever. Alright, we did win though. Ooh, and we won on round 4, so we even get the, like, little excellent bonus here. Awesome. And then we have Black Hole, which is completely gonna destroy this Hydra. Or not. Do they have a million shadow resist? They do! Damn. Well, at least we healed the full, so we didn't die. Cool. That was definitely a weekly and a half right there. Oh boy. That was something. It said an hour, 2 hours? I don't feel like I spent 2 hours. Maybe that's not the length of the video, that's the length of how long I spent in the starting area. That's fair. Let's see how we did scoreboard wise. It's kind of early on in the week, so not sure if we'll be we're a little higher than maybe we'll end up by the end, but you know what? I'll take it. We hit top 10. Perfect. Anyways, I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. Also, I hope you like the cat cam. Alright. Later, everyone.